Jay. Adam. It's Preview. Hey, welcome to Previewed with Adam and Jay.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
Today we're going to react, review, riff, and at the end we're going to recommend probably the #1 show in the world, because it just beat out The Mandalorian, I guess, recently.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, the past couple days, a lot of news reports have come out. It's like, which show is the most watched show in the world? Mandalorian or Witcher? Based on numbers and streaming stuff or whatever.
But does Netflix doesn't put that stuff out, though, does it not?
But everyone's like, it was Mandalorian for a while, and all of a sudden The Witcher caught it and moved past it. The Witcher is the #1
I would have thought it was Mandalorian.
Streamed something. #1 show right now in the world is The Witcher.
Yeah.
And we watched The Witcher pretty much almost immediately as it came out.
Yeah.
Because we just finished up wrapping up.
Well, it's funny.
Christmas,
I started The Mandalorian before you did,
Yes.
and you started The Witcher before I did. Because when I was texting you like, "Yo, The Mandalorian," you were like, "Yo, The Witcher," and I was like, we didn't plan this right.
We didn't.
I was like, I really want to talk about it, and you're like, I really want to talk about it. I'm like, cool. Well,
I'll catch up to you after,
yeah, I guess so.
after Christmas. Guys, if you haven't seen The Witcher, what the hell are you doing? Watch the rest of this, or maybe don't. Pause, go watch 8 hours, because every episode's like an hour long.
Yeah, it's long.
And it's only 8 episodes, and so is The Mandalorian, which is always a good sign nowadays.
8 episodes is perfect. And I didn't realize that until The Boys was 8 episodes, and it was completely, like,
tight.
I was like,
man,
yes.
no fluff.
Yeah, we don't need the 13 episodes of Jessica Jones season 2.
we don't.
We don't need the Karen episode from Daredevil season 3. We don't need it.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, tighter. If your season only has like 8 to 10 episodes, like, oh, you probably have a very tight story here, realizing you don't need 13 to do it.
Yeah,
you didn't need to fill 13 episodes.
Yeah,
and
that's enough.
Yes, it is enough.
8 hours.
It was 8 hours. Yeah, it was 8 hours. 8 good hours. 8 also kind of confusing hours. Because the first episode of the show is really cool. And that fight scene at the end is amazing.
The fight scene at the end of end of episode 1 was so good that it made the fight scenes for the rest of the show kind of look bad. In that, you know what I mean?
Well, it was
they set a tone. And this is a point I wanted to make way later in this video, but you brought it up. But yeah, that first fight scene is like, this is the thesis statement for why this show rules.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that in thinking about that, because you mentioned I watched the whole thing when that first fight scene happened. I literally had to pause the episode after he kills that first guy in the group of 4 trying to stop him before he gets to the girl, and he just. Somehow, I think he stabbed him in the mouth or something. He nails that guy to the wall and kills him. I forget, but it was so awesome. I was like, oh! Like, I had to stop. Amanda came into the room and was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, no, I'm Henry Cavill. It was like I couldn't no word. It was just a word. Like, it was so good. Whoa! It was so good. But the thing, I think, in thinking about it, that was really the only true... to the death battle he had all season. Yeah. Because the next sword fight was in episode 4, which, by the way, was when I found it. Like, oh, the timeline's all messed up. Oh, that's what's going. Oh, it was so. But like, no, they weren't really fighting to kill. They were just kind of fighting to stop, which is completely different than the first episode. And there wasn't really any sword fights towards the end, and there was all magic at the end of the season. But like, yeah. I hope there's more of that type of to the death, I gotta kill these guys fast action in season 1. Because in season 0, there wasn't a whole lot of to the death. This wasn't season 1 of The Witcher, by the way. I mean, technically,
it's season 0.
It's season 0. Because, like, they set up the world, and here are all the things that preceded the rising action, the incident that starts everything, but you need to know the things that happened leading up to that. We couldn't just jump off from, was it Nilfgaard, raiding, what was the name of the town?
The
town of...
Are we talking about the first town or the last fight?
The first.
Syria? Cirilia?
Sure.
Cirilia.
Ciri's?
Yeah. Cirilia.
Sure.
Not Syria. That's an actual place.
Yes, it is. Ciri's home.
Cirilia.
We needed all that information. And Yennefer needs to, okay, the actor's playing Yennefer. wow.
Yeah.
Like, I never played the games. I just know a lot about it because everyone talks about The Witcher all the time. So I knew Triss was a hot redhead in the games. Yennefer was who he was looking for a while. And everyone in the games are all a bunch of adult hotties. And of course, in this show, not all of them are adults. But the actress playing Yennefer was like, who is this character? This poor girl who's obviously magic, but everyone hates her, and she's poor. She's got a hunch. It's like, who is this? And all of a sudden, it's like, I think they mentioned her name towards the end of her episode, and I was like, oh, it's Yennefer. That's what? And then when she walks into that room, and she's like, no. Take my reproductive organs and just I'm gonna do it live. Screw this, I'm doing it live. And just like walks in. Yeah, I'm a badass. I am stupid hot now. I was like, oh damn, you are a good actress. It was phenomenal. I guess
because the thing is, there's CG, but also her movement work was like really.
It was
something.
So good.
It was really impressive. Actually.
It was so good.
But I haven't. I don't know why I keep comparing it to this show, but I haven't seen an ending of a season 1 that like made me want to watch season 2 immediately, like this, since like The Boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say The Boys. If you didn't say The Boys, I was gonna say
because it was a very similar moment where I was just like, because also The Boys kind of felt like a season 0 a little bit. Like it was kind of like, oh, this is building up to like what actually is gonna happen now.
Yes, the actual conflict's gonna start. Yeah.
My only issue with Witcher. My only concern,
okay,
or what I would like out of a season 2, is that, and I know this is coming from my knowledge of the video games.
Did you play the games?
I've watched Let's Plays.
Gotcha.
I've never actually I'm good, but now I'm gonna pick up Witcher 3 on Switch because even Kimberly was like, "I'd watch you play that game."
Oh,
I'm like, yeah,
nice.
I'm like, yeah, awesome. I just kind of wanted some more monster fighting. Like, when he's, like, fighting the thing in the swamp, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really...
This is why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is real scary. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
I think, doesn't he ultimately save more creatures that he kills in season 0 here?
I mean, I think I think that's the interesting thing about The Witcher is that they are not necessarily as... They're a little bit more... They are badass, cryptonomical park rangers. You know what I mean? Like, they will take a monster out if it is harming humanity or if it's being a nuisance. But like, if it is not hurting anyone, I think they're like, well, if we had just fed it, it would have gone away. You know, I think they're very much alike. You know, they will remove a threat, but they're not necessarily like out for blood. I think it's turned into he needs to make some cash.
Yeah.
And is willing to.
That's a really good way of putting it.
The Striga stuff, like, that's so scary.
That was... you know what? Going through the season and kind of not understanding the timeline, and I think on purpose, like as soon as it popped up, like, oh, this is the past, and we're jumping in time to catch stuff. Oh, this is cool. But I think that... I don't know how season 2 will play with the kind of like Monster of the Week type episodes that they had, a few of them, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that format.
Some of it felt like it came out of... The Jinn stuff to me felt a little ham-fisted. It felt a little forced to me. It came out of left field.
A little bit.
But that's kind of where the show kind of also just kind of like... when the characters really start meeting each other.
Yeah.
That's where the show kind of switched, so it felt a little like... You kind of feel the turn a little bit.
I see. I wasn't as smooth as you'd liked it.
Nah, but still, it was great.
But we still don't know what his last wish was.
I think they talk about it because
she asked. I don't think the information was ever presented. She didn't say what it was.
Yeah, but he was very apologetic in a way that like.
So it did something to do with Yennefer, like something about love or something with her. Not quite sure what his last wish was.
3 rules: you can't wish for someone to fall in love with you.
Oh, that's right. I don't know, but it was
Robin Williams taught us that.
But that's at least I think that's a dangling plot thread. But I liked him kind of rolling into a town, needing a job, and then taking on a monster, saving it, or killing it, like the dragon episode was really cool, and then moving on. But with this whole giant war going on between Nilfgaard and basically everybody else, and the Magic Council being divided, or kind of divided, like, this is a huge, massive story. Will we have time for Monsters of the Week in Season 2? Now, especially at the end, when he finally meets up with his daughter of surprise.
And we are, as an audience, not completely convinced that she is not evil.
She's not evil?
Dude. When those guys,
Ciri or Yennefer?
Ciri.
Oh, okay.
When she's Cici's pizza. When she's running away on the horse and the guys like follow her, and then she like wigs out and basically like tells a prophecy, and then everyone around her is murdered. Or when she screams and makes that big pylon. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, that's what the pylons they were researching.
Were they?
Those big pylon things were what they were looking at and being like, there's symbols on here that are telling us that, like, the connections in the world. I'm like, she can make those. That's not good. That's probably not a good thing.
Well, I mean, the night guy was after her to do something to her. Those 4 guys were definitely aiming to do something
very
about the white
bad
flame,
to her. Like something.
Oh, yeah, good point, yeah.
Something.
But she's only used it in self-defense. That would be their court case.
Yeah, but she wigged out and started talking in tongues and...
True. But so did her mom.
Not like that, though.
It's true. I mean, yeah, people got pushed, but no one died when her mom wigged out. But let's talk about my favorite character real quick.
Henry Cavill?
Well, he's the most attractive character, by far. But my favorite character of Season 1, by far, is Jaskier. The Bard is the best. Yeah, he's absolutely the best. And it's like, this is Bard. I thought he was only going to be in for an episode. And I was like, this is a cool little side,
Oh, you mean his PR department?
Yes!
It's basically like, it felt for a moment there, I was like, this is kind of like Entourage. Like, I feel like this is like E, like, trying to, like, manage the Witcher's career and, like, being like, we'll just write some songs and, like, everyone will think you're great. Like, you won't be the butcher of
Blarvenville, yeah.
The butcher of Blofskin, whatever the hell. Their city names are a little
hard to remember, yeah. But when he shows up in episode 2, it's like, okay, this is fun, this is cool. A good little juxtaposition. Whatever. A fun character for a second episode. And the song's pretty catchy too, especially when the credits come on. It's like, it's the actual finished version of the song. But that's the thing. At the end of the episode, he's like coming up with the lyrics to it or whatever, and I was like, that's kind of catchy. And then he goes, he can't be bleat. Get it? And he looks over to the Witcher like, huh? Get it? Because it's a pun? Because they were goats? And he's just like, and he's like, I thought it was funny. And he keeps saying, it's like, hey, this guy's a musical comedian. My favorite character. And they keep showing up like, yes, please continue to be there for the rest of the show. He wasn't there the last 2 episodes, so I hope he's okay.
Because the Witcher was mean.
He was, but like Vegeta mean. Like, you don't like Vegeta at the beginning because he's all like grumpy and stuff, but you like him because he's like the lovable badass.
Yeah.
So Jaskier, please be around more and keep singing, because I've been listening to the Toss a Coin to Your Witcher pretty much almost nonstop since the show. I finished the show.
Kimberly too. Kimberly loved the show.
But that's great.
I was not expecting her to. She likes it when women are magical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She likes that.
There's a lot of magical women in the show.
Yeah.
And they are very angry with each other.
Like the craft kind of stuff. She loves.
She was a big fan of the craft.
Yeah, she really does. Yeah, she loves.
Okay.
Because I've been catching her like every once in a while, just been like, whoosh.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cute.
That is adorable.
It's adorable.
That's the equivalent of us.
I don't want to point it out because I don't want to.
No, yeah, exactly. You can't. Nope, you can't ever point that out. Nope. That's like us practicing how to throw a Kamehameha. That's nope. Can't ever point that stuff out.
Yeah, like when we went axe throwing, she was like, all I gotta do is go.
Oh, really? I missed it. That's adorable. Jay, would you recommend The Witcher Season 1 or probably 0?
Hell yes, I would.
Yeah. If you guys haven't watched it yet, really?
And it has some, it has some dangling parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's perfect, like from a storytelling perspective.
Sure.
But it's more that I think those might be on purpose in that they might latch on to stuff in Season 2. So I think it's the kind of thing where it's like, don't ask too many questions of things that don't totally make sense, because I have enough faith in this show.
Yeah.
And also, I think 100% watch this show just for Henry Cavill being awesome. Because, let's be real, this show without him does not work.
Nope.
Doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't. He looks just like the character from at least what we know of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he commits so hard to it. He clearly has like a love for this world and the folklore of it in a way that like really is satisfying.
And he plays a curmudgeon really well.
Yeah.
Again, much like the Mandalorian, he does a lot with very little done. It's great. He just
you wouldn't have thought that Superman would be able to pull this off. But he totally does.
Well, but
also
gritty, murdering Superman.
His Superman, it has a sincere amount of grit to it. So.
Though we all know he could play happy, good Superman, and we'd all like him to. But hopefully he has that chance. What did you guys think of The Witcher? Let us know in the comments below, or hop in our Discord channel where lots of fun, cool people are talking about lots of fun, cool stuff. We'd love to have you join that conversation. The link is down below in our description box. And while you're down there, please subscribe. Hit that bell.
Do that YouTube that you do so well. Guacamole's extra. You monster-slaying weirdos, you.
You friends of humanity.
Yeah. You chaos warpers.
I can't wait for Nilfgaard's wizard, enchantress lady. I forget her name.
Fragilla.
Yeah, Fragilla, to get hers. Because, man, that lady deserves to... Oh.
I don't know, man. I kind of like her. I kind of like her drive.
Really? I don't like her. She's a good bad guy in that she's a very good job at being a bad guy.
Yeah, but you also kind of see her point. She's like, I don't have any limits.
Her point's horrible.
Like, why do we go to this school and they just teach us all the stuff we can't do? I'm like...
She's going to get hers,
yeah.
I hope. And she deserves it. It's hopefully going to be good. All right, other videos are popping up soon. Please watch those. We would appreciate it as much as we appreciate you watching this one. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.